Hello and welcome back. This is Greg French. Today we're going to be talking about Reboot Computer. This is kind of both an update to a series that I did about a year ago. We're going to be adding some new material, but also we're going to create a new series concerning just Reboot Computer. We're going to be discussing all the different ways of retrieving lost data off of computer and also restoring a computer back to its original factory settings. And also besides that, we're going to show you how to restore a computer back to a system configuration where you have all of your existing programs and files, which is the most ideal. So let's get started. Reboot Computer, restoring the operating system and recovering lost files and data. I want to point out to you we have a website down here called rebootcomputer.org. At this site, you'll find some additional information and resources that you might find helpful for this series. Reboot Computer. A little bit about myself. My name again is Greg French. I've got some certifications, CompTIA A+, and the Network Plus certification. Also, certified Cisco CCNA and certified as a Cisco CCNA instructor. I have over 25 years experience. I have a AA degree, a BA degree, and a master's in educational technology. I also have about 10 years plus teaching. So I've been teaching this for a while, and I've had a lot of students succeed and get into the job market and do very well. Learning objectives. I'm going to learn how to reboot to safe mode by pressing the F8 key during startup. This is important. If you have installed a video driver and you have a black screen, you can't see anything on your computer anymore, you can boot the computer up pressing F8, get into what's called a safe mode, which will not install the offending driver and give you a chance to remove that driver and recover your system. You're going to learn how to reboot and restore to factory settings by pressing F11 or using a restore CD. A lot of computers today, especially the laptops, have either a hidden partition where you can recover back to factory settings, or you can use a CD to restore. You'll learn how to also to reboot back to an optimum configuration where you've created the image and you still have all your programs installed, security updates, and you don't lose important data or files. Because normally when you restore using the computer's factory default settings, you lose all your data and files. We'll learn how to quickly and easily recover data and files using what's called a live CD. This is where you have an operating system that you can boot into your computer from a CD. This gives you control, again, but you're controlling the computer from outside its hardware, and you're using just a CD to do so. This allows you to recover data on your hard drive. Reboot computer to safe mode by pressing F8 again during computer startup. Again, if you have a driver that you've installed for the video, and now you have a black screen, you can't see anything on your computer, you can restart your computer by pressing F8, and this will break in and give you what's called a safe mode. It'll give you a little menu. See it here. Your first selection up here is safe mode. Right now here it says start Windows normally, but you want to go ahead and select the safe mode. Go ahead and allow your computer to start up. You'll notice that you'll have safe mode mentioned in each one of these corners, so you'll know you're in safe mode. This will again allow you to get in and remove any offending drivers that might be causing you a problem. Reboot computer to factory settings by pressing F11 on some laptops and some desktop computers. And this is a feature that's becoming more popular. You'll have a function key. If it's not F11, it's something else where you can get in and get into what's going to allow you to restore your computer using an image. This will normally take you back to a factory default setting, and consequently you'll lose any programs that you've installed onto your computer or any data and files that you've saved. We're also going to talk about the reboot back to factory settings using a restore CD. Reboot computer to an optimum configuration. This has all the installed programs, security updates, and your important data and files. This can save you a lot of time. Windows by nature slows down and stops or just dies given enough time. There's a lot of reasons for this. You can get corrupted hard drives. Hard drives get fragmented. You also can get a corrupted and fragmented registry. Every time you install programs onto Windows and then you take those programs off. That slows Windows down. Anytime you get onto the internet, you start browsing the internet, you'll pick up a lot of data mining programs, spyware programs. These rob resources and also slow your computer down. So just using your computer will cause it to slow down, and in time it's going to get so slow that it'll just about stop and you'll have to restore it or reinstall Windows. But if we come up with a system of restoring quickly back to a known configuration that works for us, then this can save us a lot of time. And we'll discuss this in detail in some subsequent videos. We'll cover each one. One of the types that we're going to use is Norton Ghost. Norton Ghost will give you an image of your operating system that we can use later to re-image or restore. Acronis is similar, does pretty much the same thing. There's also a couple of Linux programs that are free because they're open source, and this is Part Image and Clonezilla. In another video, we're going to cover each one of these in detail. Reboot Computer using live CDs. Ubuntu is a Linux distribution, so is Slacks. Windows PE, this is the pre-installation environment. It's kind of a stripped-down version of Windows, but we can use this also to boot from a CD and get control of our computer so we can retrieve files and do other maintenance. Also, I like to use DOS CDs or DOS flash drives to get into the computer and perform maintenance or retrieve files. Very nice tool, DOS, because it's very quick and it can do anything that the Windows or Slacks can do. Little mascot here, the penguin for Linux. Review. Rebooting a computer using your safe mode. That's when you press the F8 key during startup. Gives you into what's called a safe mode. This will allow you to remove drivers that could be causing conflicts. Reboot to factory settings with a restore. Some kind of a restore feature, either a hidden partition on the hard drive or a CD. We're going to be creating some more videos concerning the different ways of doing that and the different operating systems, especially when we look at trying to do this in an optimum way so that we can save a lot of time using either Norton Ghost, Acronis, Part Image, or Clonezilla. We'll be looking at each one of those individually on a video. Reboot using a Linux live CD. This can save us a lot of times because we can retrieve files very quickly using Linux. Some activities I'm going to have for my students. I'm going to have them actually reboot a computer back into safe mode, show them how to do that so that they can actually remove a driver and get the computer operating again if they have a video driver that's inappropriate. Reboot computer using restore CD. I'm going to create some restore CDs and we're going to use those to recover and restore computer. Reboot computer using imaging software. That's where we're going to use Norton or Acronis or one of the other open source softwares like Part Image or Clonezilla. And then reboot using a live CD, either the Linux distributions or the Windows or even a bootable DOS CD. I want to also, again, refer you back to rebootcomputer.org. Again, this is a website that we're going to be developing and adding some more resources so that you might find some useful information there. Thank you very much for your time.